name's Joe Necrelli, and I guess what brought me here is my story starts around 2005. After a seizure at an outdoor music festival, I overhydrated and found myself in the hospital that night. And then about 6 months later, I was really fatigued at work, and I really was hardly even making it through the day. And so I went to an urgent care clinic, and they prescribed me Prozac, and during the 2 to 3 months off of that, I had an extremely adverse reaction to it, and I was having panic attacks. I was having a slew of neurological symptoms, and I was just trying to figure out what was going on. I stayed on it for about 3 months, and then after getting off, none of the symptoms went away. I just continued to have like all kinds of sweats, insomnia, just an entire list. I was chewing like a pack and a half of gum a day because I was just doing whatever I could do to survive at that point. And they gave me Dr. Zelinsky's phone number, so I contacted him, and I've been working with him for the last like 6 to 7 months. And when I was seeing absolutely no improvement, I started dramatically improving very quick. I'd say at this point I'm around like 90%. I feel normal. Before I was just depersonalized, nothing felt real to me. I was having all kinds of just crazy different psych and physical body issues, spasms, all kinds of stuff like that. And he fixed me.
And dizziness?
Oh, vertigo. Yeah, vertigo is another horrible one. Yeah.
What did computer work do to you?
Every time I attempted to scroll on my computer, I would basically have a panic attack. I would start sweating extremely bad. At the worst, I'd be vomiting. I was basically just bedridden for the entire time when I was attempting to do my job. I was working on the computer, and every time I scrolled, it would make my eyes completely roll back in my head, and then I'd have to walk over to my bed and just lay down for like 5 to 10 minutes and then attempt to get back on. But I was barely making it through a day at work.
Okay, and then what did we do for you? What was the therapy like?
It started out with a really intense physical, neurological exam. I looked at a lot of TV screens, and they showed me a bunch of different different patterns on the screens that I'd have to move my eye to kind of assess where I was at neurologically. And the test would completely distract me. I was barely making it through. They'd like spin me in a chair, and I couldn't even I wasn't even sure where I was at because I was having such bad vertigo. And then after the assessment, we figured out what the correct workouts for me would be. And so a lot of them were eye-based workouts that would where I would just have to follow a target or move my eyes in a certain direction. And I recognized as soon as I was able to do those, it dramatically relieved my symptoms every single time I did them.
So the exercises helped?
Yeah, the exercises helped quite a bit. Okay. A lot. If you're wondering whether or not you should come here, because I know you can find about anything on the internet that's going to quote unquote disprove anything and say it's a placebo, but for me, it was, you can't fake what I went through, and I couldn't even I didn't even believe in myself at that point. I didn't know what to believe in. And when I was able to do these workouts, they immediately improved my symptoms. I didn't even know what I was getting myself into. And yeah, the second I began doing them, I could recognize, even after the first day of my week intensive here, that I was in such an intense state of panic that I didn't even know where I physically was. And by the third day of my intensive, I was able to be I was planted, my 2 feet were planted back in reality once again. And so that isn't enough of a reason to come here, I don't know what is.